People like to say that Paul attacked legalism, but what kind of legalism did Paul attack? Galatians 2, verse 16. Go read this verse on your own very carefully. Quote, knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by the faith of Jesus Christ. Even we have believed in Jesus Christ, that we might be justified by the faith of Christ, and not by the works of the law. For by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified. Paul is not criticizing those who keep the law because they love God. Because God says, if you love me, keep my commandments. Keeping God's commandments is how we love God. He's not criticizing those that keep the law because they love God. He is criticizing those who thought they could justify themselves by keeping the law. It's not the same thing, and everybody really should know that. Paul attacked those who thought they could justify themselves and those who taught that you had to be circumcised to be saved, and that by circumcision and keeping the law, you could justify yourselves. Go read Galatians 5, verses 1 through 4. Verse 4 in the NLT of Galatians 5 says, for if you are trying to make yourselves right with God by keeping the law, you have been cut off from Christ. You have fallen away from God's grace. We can't make ourselves right with God by keeping the law. We do have to keep the law, but that's not how we are justified. We are justified by faith. If you read Acts 15, verse 1, the troublemakers were those who said, quote, except ye be circumcised after the manner of Moses, ye cannot be saved, end quote. Once again, Paul did not criticize those who keep the commandments. He criticized those who thought they could justify themselves by keeping the commandments. Indeed, in Ephesians 6, verses 1 through 3, he is quoting, honor thy father and mother. So he obviously believed in the 10 commandments. And he said in 1 Corinthians 7, verse 19, circumcision is nothing and uncircumcision is nothing, but keeping the commandments of God is what matters. That's Paul. You could either obey what Paul said, or you could listen to those who say we don't have to keep the commandments. And those who say that they know him but don't keep his commandments are liars, according to 1 John 2, verse 4. For those of you following Paul and Christ, have a blessed Sabbath. The rest of you, peace all. Bye-bye.